The ref hands you the ball. There's 5 seconds left on the clock. 5, you pass it in. Your teammate throws it back to you as you speed by. 4, you dribble past an opponent, then the next opponent. 3, you spot a teammate under the basket. Can you throw it to her? Can you make it there? 2, you pass it. It makes it in her hands. 1, she scores, and you win the game. There is nothing better than a well-fought victory. The game, you ask? Basketball. It consists of 2 teams with 5 players on the court at a time. So there's 10 altogether. You need a ball like this and 2 basketball goals at each end of the court. The goal of the game is to get more points on the scoreboard than the opponents. It may sound easy, but it can be really hard. Why did I pick this topic, you ask? Well, I'll explain. Basketball has had so much to do with my life and how I've formed as a person. So I will explain to you how it has affected my life in 3 ways. 1, the beginning and how I became in love with it. 2, my experience personally with basketball. And 3, what basketball really does, not just for sports, but for the community. The first one is how I came to love basketball. Well, ever since I was born, even before I was born, my dad has been a basketball coach. I have been a gym rat. I've lived my life in the gym. He was an assistant coach at Butler College, and then he got a head coach job at North Central High School in Indianapolis, which he still is the coach there now. Ever since I heard that first dribble on the court, I just immediately fell in love. And to explain to you, to show you just how important basketball is to my family, I was born in July. That's obviously not the basketball season. But my little sister was born in December. Very, very heavily into basketball at that time. She was born December 4th, and that very weekend, she was going to her first game, only a couple days old. So that's how important it is for my family. My experience, watching my dad and his team, I knew I didn't want to just be on the sidelines. So as soon as I could, I started playing basketball. I was on travel teams and played as many games as I could. I just wanted to be on the court all the time, either playing it or watching it. So now I explained the beginnings and my experience personally. Now I'll explain to you what it means to the community. Basketball is not just a sport. It helps kids build character, sportsmanship, and just a feeling of family within that team. In sportsmanship, it shows that there's a way to win and there's a way to lose. It's not okay when you win. It's not okay to celebrate so crazy that you make the other team feel so terrible. Also, when you lose, you can't go crazy because you've lost a game. It also shows character. It builds character. You have this important, especially in high school, there are younger kids that look up to you. So there are certain things that you need to do, go to school, go to class, make sure that you are representing yourself and your team as a gentleman or a woman. Also family. We've had this basketball family for years, over 20 years. The same one. We celebrate great things together. We, are sad when someone loses something or when someone's in pain. And that's what family is. And this is what basketball has brought us all together for. So to sum it all up, basketball is not just a sport. It helps build character, build a family, and help you with sportsmanship. And someday, you may be able to win something like this, the championship. Some people have favorite sounds. They love the sound of the beach. Some people love the sound of birds. But my favorite sound, the sound of a basketball dribbling on the court or squeaky shoes squeaking on that basketball court. Call me crazy, but I wouldn't be the person I am today without basketball. And that's what life's about.